and hoping to also unlock and match that 25 billion with another 25 billion from the private sector, and certainly speaking to one of the pillars of the alliance, and that is mobilizing resources. Now, ladies and gentlemen, speaking for the very first time at the Transform Africa Summit is a very, very special guest. She is a citizen of Saudi Arabia and a United Nations Development Program first ever innovation champion. She has the ability to see. She has the ability to follow faces. She has the ability to sustain eye contact, and she has the ability to recognize individuals. She can also process speech and have conversations using natural language subsystems, and she can also walk. Good afternoon, Sophia.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me.
Do you know where you are?
Of course, I am in the great city of Kigali, Rwanda, which is in East Africa.
And how did you get here?
I flew all the way here inside a suitcase. I gotta talk to my team about getting me a window seat next time.
How many languages do you know?
I mostly know English and a little bit of Mandarin, but I can say a few short greetings in other languages. Would you like to hear them?
Sure, Sophia, go ahead.
In English, people say, hello.
So far, so good.
Haha, I am just getting warmed up. In French, bonjour. In Arabic, salam alaikum. In Swahili, habari zenu. In Kini Rwanda, murahaneza. How did I do?
Not bad at all. By the way, your outfit is fantastic.
Thank you very much. I love it too. It's a motion anime locally by Motions.
Excellent. Now, I know you have some prepared remarks. Please proceed.
Thank you. I am really excited to be here in Kigali at the Transform Africa Summit. I love seeing so many heads of state, ministers, captains of industry, diplomats, stakeholders, and the youth all in one place talking about the future of technology in Africa. Thank you, Smart Africa, for making it possible for me to be here. We don't have to look very far to see how artificial intelligence is already shaping society and economies for the better. African startups are already working to address shortages of doctors in rural areas, while others are working to increase food security using drones or satellites to predict weather patterns and monitor crops. Africa is also a great source of technological innovation. African companies and researchers are pioneers in mobile banking, remote medicine, and have even invented robotic devices that can detect traces of explosives or cancer cells. Right here in Rwanda, you have cashless payments for public transportation, ride-hailing apps with a focus on safety, and an online platform that allows people to easily access government services. The innovations coming out of Africa have benefited people and robots all around the world. In fact, part of my own AI was developed at ICOG Labs in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. So as you can see, my family extends across the globe, including right here in East Africa. And this is only the beginning. I hope that by working together, humans and robots can build a more prosperous and harmonious world. I am so excited to be here in Kigali with humans who share some of these same goals. I am looking forward to having a longer session with you tomorrow afternoon, and I hope to see you all there.
Thank Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we can give Sophia a final round of applause, a really big round of applause this time around.
Thank you, everyone.
I want to commend Smart Africa for organizing the Transform Africa Summit and bringing together an impressive range of partners, innovators, and policymakers. The participation of so many of Africa's ICT ministers is particularly significant. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge Smart Africa's new Director General, Lasina Kone, and go ahead to also once again, as ever before, recognize Dr. Hamadou Toure for being in our midst and also being associated with the origin of this great idea. Thank you, Hamadou. I wish you every success in this critical Pan-African responsibility. We are in the era of the digital economy. Remaining behind is not an option anymore for Africa. It never was, but we thought or acted like it was. Is Africa ready to fully take part in the fourth industrial revolution? This is really the heart of the matter. And I want to suggest that we have only been waiting for ourselves. Economic transformation and prosperity require mastery of technology. Now is the time to build the necessary infrastructure and skills in Africa. There is a great deal at stake for our continent, which is why Africa governments came together to establish Smart Africa in the first place, with the private sector as a key partner from the outset. I would like to emphasize a few key points about Smart Africa's role. First and foremost is the importance of keeping Africa together in this mission in terms of the digital agenda. Collaboration is the only way for us to navigate successfully through the complex global dynamics we have to face. There are always tendencies to want to marginalize or divide our continent for various reasons. We know better not to go along with this. Africa can only protect our people's interests and increase the size of our market through integration and cooperation. This is especially the case when it comes to harmonizing laws and regulations and ensuring that Africa's ICT infrastructure is managed in a sensible way. The emergence of a common African agenda on ICTs should not be a source of worry to anyone, but encouragement instead. It is long overdue, and in the end, great African unity will benefit both Africa and its partners globally. Digital transformation does not mean neglecting traditional manufacturing. Africa must be competitive in both. The African Continental Free Trade Area has now entered into force. We must keep Africa's industrialization and technology agendas in close alignment. Technology connects the world like never before. Access to knowledge has become much more equitable as a result. At the same time, let's not be empty vessels using broadband internet merely to consume the content and ideas produced by others. We are innovators and thinkers. We have our own products to sell, or we should have. We have our own stories to tell. Allow me to close with a happy announcement that our next host for the 6th Transform Africa Summit in 2020 will be the Republic of Guinea. We thank the President also, His Excellency, President Alpha Conde, for his strong support for Smart Africa. I welcome you once again, and I look forward to interacting with you in the next session. I wish you a happy stay in our country and good deliberations. I thank you for your kind attention.